Yo, baby, we're live.
What's up?
Maybe. That's how I intro things now. We are live. Maybe. So
I mean, I see the video popped up.
okay.
I see that. I heard music. It says 3 people. Once again, I'm not seeing like it used to be like this person joined the room, this person joined. I don't like that. But what are you gonna do?
Hey, dude, I don't know, man.
I hear you.
I can't. I can't.
I know. We got to be grateful that we got to go.
Yeah, let's just be grateful that it's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we were able to get together this week. Sorry, we were gonna get together early in the week, but I got last minute free tickets to see Kiss at MSG.
Not too bad.
So I was like, at first I wasn't gonna go. I was like, I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like, I don't love Kiss, and I had other work I had to do.
Right.
So I would have to convince someone to help me with that in order to go to Kiss.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if I want to. And then James, actually, this girl Gina I work with, is like, dude, that's a good opportunity, even if you don't love them. I mean, it's Kiss.
Yeah, right.
So I was like,
Makeup Kiss too.
Makeup Kiss. Yeah, I think it was very brief, non-makeup Kiss.
That's the very first concert I ever went to. Was their first concert with no makeup.
Ah, Lick It Up. That ever?
Yep. That's her.
But dude, this I don't know the guy's. I forget the guy's real name. He's a friend of James, who's a friend of mine on Facebook. But it's his name on Facebook isn't his name. It's like Brute Snickers is his name.
That's not his name for real.
No. So I don't know his real name, but he gave us the tickets. They were like front row of like the lower bowl, like in the back,
Okay.
but like off on the right a little bit. So like you're like,
Wow, man.
what?
Just you gave 4 locations, man, with that sentence. Front row, like in the back, on the side, off a little bit.
Like okay, so
what?
you're looking straight at the stage, MSG. So you're not directly looking at them. You're over to the side a little bit.
But where you at?
On the bottom,
said
front
front
row.
row.
Front row to bottom.
Front row of the bottom.
Of the bottom bowl, not the floor. Then you have the bottom bowl and then the
Where it
top.
starts to go up. So you're in the front row,
Of that.
like as if you were at a hockey rink, like at glass.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And it was amazing. Next to me I had like this alcoholic, like you like to call them mooks.
Yeah.
Like if I probably would have interviewed the guy, I'm sure he's definitely been in recovery. That was the way he dressed, even though he was hammered on booze. He
Right,
was
right.
you know, like when we walk into conventions and we both go, ugh, when we see a certain type of person,
Do I ever?
that was that guy.
Okay.
And
there.
he was just yapping and coughing, just coughing. I'm like, I don't know what neurovirus you're putting on me now, but if I get sick at Kiss, I'm gonna fucking be pissed. But I was singing. If you saw the Instagram story I did, I was singing rock and. They played the song "Rock and Roll" right before Kiss came out, Led Zeppelin's,
Okay.
like on the sound system. So I was singing it and had me and James on it. So I'm doing my Instagram story singing it, and that mook had his own story going. So he turned and put his spotlight on me. So in that video, you see me turn and look at his camera, and I start singing to his followers. But yeah, it was they didn't have an opening band. They had something I've never seen before, an opening painter. I'm just going to let that sit.
That's what it should do. Sit.
So I was on. Now the guy's been on America's Got Talent. I've seen him before. He paints like Jimi Hendrix and like spins it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's
was
amazing.
It is amazing. Not for an MSG size audience. The first one was cool. You're like, oh, it came out. It was War Pigs, and he's doing Ozzy. You can see him doing Ozzy. He does Ozzy without the spin, just straight up. And we're like, this is great. Right. That was good. Cool. Yeah. Applause. Yeah. But, I mean, he got a smattering. Like, it was a tough gig. Like, as a performer, you're sitting there because he keeps going. Every time he's throwing paint, he's going up to the mic like, let me feel you in New York. And they're like, what?
You're painting, dude.
You're painting. But, like, he'd have to, like, point for them to pause. And it's like a quarter of the sections. Like, it's like, nah. But
give it up for the troops?
Yeah. He was trying to give it up for the troops. But it's like, just paint and leave, please. like if I have a collective thought of the audience, it's like, and then so he finishes Oz. He's like, "This is great." They take it off. He's still talking to the crowd. They bring up another easel, another blank canvas,
right?
And I'm like, All right, he better spin this one because the spin was the whole fun of it. It's like, what's he making?
Right.
Who's he making? Then he spins it, but
And
this
then it
was just
fits.
straight Ozzy. You're like,
Right.
you saw it right away. I was trying to. It started looking like different characters that I knew in my life. Like at first it was Ozzy, and it was like looks like a librarian that was in my elementary school.
Sure, he doesn't know her, but
Yeah, no, I know, but he's spot on.
Right.
She kind of looked like Ozzy. I didn't see it at the time, but as Ozzy aged, I was like, he's turning into my librarian. Like, she was before her time. She could have been the metal god. If I go back in a time machine.
So what did he spin?
So then the next one, they start playing Bruce Springsteen in, New York, New Jersey. He did Bruce Springsteen upside down, spun it, but it was I don't know if it was much Bruce Spring. It was kind of like Ben Affleck as Bruce Springsteen. That's the way it looked when he was done.
If Ben Affleck was playing Bruce in a biopic.
Yeah, it looked like Ben Affleck in a biopic of Bruce Springsteen.
All right.
Then you're like, all right, we're done. Nope.
More photos?
Another canvas.
More.
Another
Oh my
canvas
God.
comes up. Statue of Liberty.
No, we don't need. We see it. Look out there.
Yeah,
it is.
and he took a long time. I guess he had to kill time. He's like, the Statue of Liberty took longer than it should have. It's like, it's a green broad. It was just her head. It wasn't the whole body.
Oh, wasn't no.
No, it's just,
Yeah, yeah.
And then he pulled off these sides that had pictures of the Kiss band. And then he did the whole present, like,
Yeah.
to this side. And you're like, all right. I don't know if he did a fourth one, but I was tuned out after I saw Ben Affleck Springsteen.
Right.
I was just like, I don't know, Kiss. Like, you should have. There had to be. It's like your fifth final tour.
Right.
Like, this could be the last one just because your age. Like, Gene Simmons is 69. Could very well be the final tour.
Right.
There wasn't one band you could introduce us to, or even there's so many popular bands that are Kiss fans.
Right.
They've probably been like, dude, I would totally open up for Kiss. Like, give us like a treat, like like, I don't know, like, but
they thought this was going to be different.
They thought it was going to be different. Yo, how could we get the crowd into this? A painting. Like, I would take juggling. I would take a guy doing card magic with cameras on the big screen.
Close up card magic.
Yeah, just painting just stinks.
Especially if he only spun, like if he's like really spinning and doing rock legends and like really getting into it to the music, maybe.
Yeah, the music was on. Yeah, like Bruce was like Born to Run, you know what I mean? But it's like,
Were you just doing the song?
No, like that's like the Italian carry to the next thing. But it ain't instead of saying the rest.
I know. But I didn't think that's what you were doing.
Oh, that's what I was
doing. Like a song.
No. Because tramps like us, baby, we were born to run.
I love that song. It makes me think of Italian hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah, because it would play at lunchtime when I would go to lunch for school. And there was this joint around the corner called Noah's Ark, and I would always get every day, 5 days a week, Italian hot dog. That was my lunch.
I love Italian hot dog, dude. That's fucking right.
Good.
I mean,
so good,
so good. But there's nothing worse than going to a place and they have Italian hot dog on the menu, and you get it, and you're like, I don't know. Have you not met Italians or hot dogs? Like, I don't know what you think this is. Like, my grandpa used to. Remember like circle Italian bread? It's like Italian bread with the whole. It's like a big ass bagel. It looks like, but it's a thin Italian bread. He would cut that in half, and that each half would be our sandwich. He'd throw like three hot dogs in there,
nice.
potatoes, peppers, and onions. Just squirt some spicy brown mustard in there.
Yeah.
Oh, good shit. Fuck, man, I gotta do that this weekend. Now that baseball season's back, I gotta make some of that shit.
That's a good thing right there.
But yeah, so Kiss came out, and dude, I gotta tell you. Because they're a band that's like, I don't listen to them regularly. They're not on my playlist. They're not in my iPod. Nothing.
They're a party band. Like if they come on, you're like, oh, like rocking.
Like my band in high school used to play their song Deuce because my bass player was a huge Kiss fan. So Deuce was like one song that was in our cover playlist.
Right.
So like I knew that and the popular ones. So you're like, all right, I'll go, and the popular ones I'll be into. But I gotta tell you, man. Now I've seen bands that I wasn't into that I just went because my friend had free tickets. I was
Yeah.
thoroughly bored the whole time. Like I went and saw Yes one time. I'm like,
Fuck
does anyone have like scissors I can stab my ears
I
with?
would. Yeah. Want to go to Yes? No, I
Yeah,
don't.
it was brutal. It was brutal, and I even had front row seats for that at PNC. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. So they come out with Detroit Rock City, which is badass song.
Right. Absolutely.
Dude, I was in, man. And all I said, I'm sitting there. They were fun, man. It was fun.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I will totally pay to see them again if they go on another farewell tour. Because it was fun. It was so much fun, man. It was just fun. Like the fucking Gene Simmons with the blood and the shooting the fire. It's corny, but it's fun. You're like, this is
fun. Exactly.
like, Paul Stanley flew across the stadium on this hoop and like came to the stage right in front of us.
Oh, nice.
It was right there, and he did a couple of other songs. Like it was weird, like songs I don't even know.
Right.
I loved. I'm like, this is a great song.
I love my favorite song when I was growing up was "God of Thunder."
They did God of Thunder.
Fucking, that was one of my favorite songs as a kid.
Yeah, Gene Simmons did God of Thunder, and he put him on this thing to put him like almost at the top of MSG. He was just like looking over everybody.
It's his song.
I know. Oh, it was good.
Oh, that's fucking the best.
Yeah, no, it was.
Kiss was the first concert I went to, in 83, 84. And the kid who got the tickets his mom was the manager of the concession stands.
Oh, okay.
So we got 4 tickets, and we were sitting, like you got the floor seats, and then they roll in those metal.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like on the first section of the metal bleachers, right? So we're sitting there, me and my buddy, the kid and his sister, whose mom was there. Now they were squares; they were like good kids, and then me and my buddy were smoking weed, right? So we're smoking weed, and security comes up and says, "Guys, let's go." And I was like, fuck, we're done. We were kicked out before it was the opening band was on. We're getting kicked out. And I'm like, this is fucking horrible. So they pull us all out. We start walking down onto the floor and down towards the stage area. And like the guy's got us, and he's like, security stopping everybody. He's a security guy. He's like, no, come on through, come through. Brought us to the front row. There was people sitting in the front row. He's like, let me see your tickets. Like, nah, these ain't your tickets. Beat it. And they put us in the front row.
Oh my God.
Gene was standing right there. His blood got on us. That's how close it was.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
So cool.
It was.
But I wish I was in their their shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
It was still awesome.
Yeah, still awesome. I highly recommend it. Anyone, I'm telling you, even if you're
fun.
half into Kiss, just go. It's a fun experience.
I want to say AC/DC. I mean, like AC/DC is just a fun. It's fun.
I want to see them if they come back. I've never seen AC/DC. That's one of my regrets.
They're fun. You're singing along. You're just having fun. And then I saw Tom Petty. He's not rock. I mean, but it's fun. You're having fun.
He's somebody I totally regret. You always put it off because you're like, you just.
Yeah, I'll get him the next time.
I got to go see everybody now. Because now, as I'm middle-aged, I'm like, man, people just can drop whenever. When you're young, you're just. Drop. Yeah, like I can die before the musician does. Exactly. I should go see him.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the fucking confetti out the ass. Most confetti I've ever been around. Pumping out the end of the Kiss concert. Yeah, and they had these long streamers that shot out at one point, and one draped over my head. James got a picture of it, just like fell perfectly on my head.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a fun time. It's a fun night out.
Good times, man. Thanks, James, and a Brute Snickers. Whatever your name is. We're friends on Facebook. Because he wished me happy birthday. I go, oh, Brute Snickers wished me happy birthday. So I said, thanks for the Kiss tickets. He goes, do I know you? I don't know. You wished me happy birthday, so.
Did you see that thing I just posted on Facebook about the picture I put a picture up of
the couple?
The couple sitting on the same side of the booth?
Yeah.
You don't do that, right?
Have I ever done that? I don't do it regularly, but I think I've done it one time.
You and Kerry don't do it when you go out.
No, we barely want to go out together at all. We actually asked for separate booths.
Separate restaurants.
Text me when you got anything you want to say. I'll swing on over. That'd be hilarious. Got 2 booths? 2? How many people we got? Just us 2. She's gonna be over there. And then I sit where I can't even see her. My back to her. Yeah. Why do you guys come out together? We're married, so listen. We're not. This isn't therapy session. Just sit us, okay?
That's money. Come on, just bring us to over there.
Yeah. You want a copay, Doc? Just trust me. It's best if we sit here. She sits there. I don't have to hear what she orders. Just send me the bill. So I still got to do that, apparently.
I've only sat on the same side one time, and it was well after the meal.
Uh-huh.
We were just talking. It was like a first date type of thing, and we were talking and laughing and got a cup of coffee. Then I slid over to the other side to get closer and kind of was like it was more intimate then.
Yeah.
We were but I've been with relationships. The only time I've ever even thought about it is if we're in playful mode and it's way after dinner.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sit and stare straight ahead and eat like a psychopath while you're sitting right next to me staring straight ahead. What am I going to turn over and look at you? Why am I doing this?
No, I think it's done it dessert wise, or sometimes if you're with someone, you're like, yo, let's people watch and make fun of people. We could sit next to each other and whisper look at that guy's face. You know,
that's after meals.
Yeah.
I'll come over and lean on you. You can come over on my side and lean on me, and we can laugh and talk and drink coffee and be playful all night long. But we're eating. I want to look at you in your face when we're talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look sideways at you.
Nah,
doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
This is I went there at 11:30 this morning.
Uh-huh.
This is fucking afternoon sitting time.
This is afternoon sitting time.
What are we doing here? Just fucking eat your eggs and go about your day. You're gonna sit next to one another and fucking do it like that? Now for brunch? The fuck out of here. When they sat down, I was like, oh, there better be somebody else coming in here with these people. And they never did. It was just them two sitting.
Yeah, I've been stuck with that where you sit because you're expecting people, so it looks like that.
Yeah, and then once they don't come, I move.
Yeah.
Admit to it.
Yeah.
Get up and be like, yeah, we got stood up. I'm going on that side now.
Yeah, sitting that close to eat. My wife don't even want to go on vacation solo with me. She's like, can we invite people? Oh, you always want to go with just us? What are we going to do after we talk the first day?
We got to talk on the flight? Well, then we're going to be out of stuff.
Okay. I was joking. I go, do you want to go on vacation with them instead? Because if it wasn't your birthday, I would be pissed at you right now. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to be insulted that the thought of going on vacation alone with me is nauseating to you. Oh, that's a compliment to me. Oh. I'm mistaking. I'm sorry. I thought that was a put down. We all show love in different ways.
So you still going to Vegas for Elton John, right?
Elton John, yeah. I haven't gotten my the Hopper app is. I'm still waiting on cheap flights.
What was that?
The Hopper app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it told me to wait. I'll get a better price. So.
Yeah. I tried to get booked again. I shot the booker for Brad's room. Hey, listen, if you have a fallout for that week, let me know and I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I could be out there. Maybe I can. I probably won't be able to go to a concert because the concert's at the same time, showtime.
Yeah, it's a Friday night. I'm probably going Wednesday to Saturday. I think that's what I'm planning on doing. That's enough Vegas for me.
Oh, that's plenty of Vegas for anybody.
Because I figure I wanted to go. I'm gonna stay at New York because it's right across the street from where the concert is, so we could just walk right to the concert.
Where's the MGM?
The T-Mobile Arena.
Oh, it's at the arena. Okay.
So I could just leave my hotel and walk across the street. That's
right.
Satisfying to me.
That's what?
Satisfying to me. I don't want to be up the strip or off the beaten path. I don't want to have to get in an Uber. I'd rather, we're going to the concert.
Right.
And
New York's perfect. You're right there. You're right next to all the clubs too.
And I heard it's not bad that bad a hotel either.
No, it's not. All that shit's okay, man. I mean,
you're not spending a lot of time there anyway. You sleep in the motherfucker.
Right.
You know? And then I want to go
you know what's in there too?
What?
The New York York, New York, right next door.
Ca-
What do you call it? You got a Shake Shack right there.
Oh, that's my jam.
It's like if you're
Justin got me
walking
that for my birthday, a Shake Shack gift card.
there you go. Shake Shack, you're like a half a block away from it.
I'm in. New York, New York, baby.
Yeah, it's a good place, man.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, and I want to go. Like, I want to come in Wednesday because Thursday I want to. Like, my boss was telling me about this drive to like the Hoover Dam. It's called like the Devil's Highway or Devil's Canyon or something. It's some awesome rock formation in a desert.
Yeah.
So I want to do that shit on Thursday.
Devil's Tower?
No, it's like Devil's Highway or Devil's Canyon. It's some road, some like off the beaten pathway of getting to Hoover Dam. It's not like the most direct way. It's
Yeah, like the road.
like a scenic route.
Okay.
But it's all like looks cool and shit. Red rocks and shit.
Dude, we went. Yeah, that's how it's what it says in the pamphlet. Drive this road. It's not direct road, but you get to see red rocks and shit. Only $9.99. Me and James went. Me and James went like what 2 years ago in the fucking dead of summer.
Uh huh.
I shouldn't be in a desert ever, but never mind in the dead of August. And me and him went, and you had to kind of like, I don't know why the flags didn't raise when we pulled into the parking lot of the Hoover Dam, and there was like 27 cars. You know what I'm saying? Like there was not a lot of tourists walking up to the dam.
Yeah.
And we went and walked up to the top of the dam.
Uh huh.
And it was 100. I think it was 113 out.
That's pretty warm, but it's dry heat though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Tell that to my phone. The sun was so hot that my phone just was like, I'm turning off now.
Oh yeah, I've had that in Jersey.
Yeah, just turned off on me. We were up top, and I'm like, as we're walking up this long staircase pathway to go up, I'm like, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. The sun is so hot. And I'm like, well, there's going to be a guy selling water on top of the dam. Because why would you? There got to be a guy with a bucket of water up there. No guy with water.
It seems like it would have such good sales.
How do you not sell 700 cases of bottles of water on that dam every single day? I'm sure ice lasts about a half a second. So I'm sure it doesn't. Yeah, I don't even know how you would keep the ice.
Yeah, as you take the ice out, you're like, well, now it's water.
It's probably not easy to keep it cold.
It's so hot they freeze a bottle of water, and you gotta guys start chugging it. It turns to water and then it evaporates.
It's ice, water, gas.
Ice, yeah. I gotta drop. We survive. We got it. Should I throw myself off the dam?
I just know we got on top. We tried to take pictures. The camera took about 2 pictures, and it was like, and it shut down. James shut down. There was a bunch of those Asians.
Did the camera make that? Did the camera make that sound effect?
Exactly. Those Asians up there with like umbrella hats.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what somebody's like. You should get a convertible. I'm like, I'm bald. Like I need like SPF 9 million.
At least. And I had like 60 on, and it still got right through it.
Because I have to either get like a big hat. Because there's nothing worse than having the tan line on a bald head.
Right.
You can't just have like red face.
Or take an umbrella up with you.
Yeah, like one of those big like those big like big straw hats that like.
Yeah, you're not a Mexican farmer. You're not wearing that.
In Vegas I am.
No, you're not.
Or I have my Gilligan hat that kind of comes like a bucket hat. Like a white bucket hat. I'll do whatever works. I don't care about fashion.
No, but you're going in September, right?
Yeah, but the sun's still there. It's still the desert.
I know the sun's still there, but it's not as brutal in September as it is in the first week of August.
Yeah, the feel may not, but I think the UV index will be the same. The burning, the cancer-causing rays of the sun could be.
Oh, I'm sure they go
equal without the temperature.
Round.
That's like when in Aruba, because it's a desert island, so it's constant wind. There's like no trees or big buildings to block the wind, so it's just like you need clips to hold your towels
Right.
where they blow away. But it's 100 degrees, but you don't feel it.
Because of the breeze.
Because of the breeze, but you see people that aren't reapplying, you see them at dinner that night just beat red in pain.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't even feeling it. It's crazy.
When I first got clean, I used to go to the beach every day. I mean, before I got allergic to the sun, I was able to tan. You know what I'm saying?
I hope it was before you got allergic to the sun. After I got allergic to the sun, I used to go tan.
Oh. So, like in 2000, 94, that whole summer, 93, 94, I was at the beach every day.
Yeah.
And I was with a buddy of mine who, stone cold, 100% Italian guy, fucking dark tan, and he would just soak in the sun, right? And we would go, and because it was breezy down at Point Pleasant, he was like, this is a fucking waste of our day. It's like July. There's no way we're getting tan. I'm like, just because the breeze doesn't mean the sun's not there. But he couldn't. And then he would be like, he would bring a chair and I would bring a towel, and he'd be like, dude, can I do the chair because it brings me, he thinks to 6 inches closer to the sun.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's. But he used to be black, bro. He would just get so dark.
Yeah, I used to too. I used to tan a lot more when I had more free time. That's what I miss about my 20s. Like, I used to just go to the beach all day.
Right.
Like, during the week. Like, my 4 days off when I was working. Be like, all my friends are at work, and I'm like, I guess we'll just go to Sandy Hook for 5 hours until everybody gets off work.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just tan and gorgeous. It was amazing.
It's amazing how you say it. What, you're 43 now or 42? Did you just turn 43?
I just turned 44. Oh. The pain in my chest that's saying that.
That's all right. You're just
but a nice
44.
Spanish woman told me that I look 35, so I'm believing her.
I would too.
There you go.
It's amazing at 44 you look back at when you were 28 and you can say I was tan and gorgeous. But when you were 28, you felt like a glob of human shit.
No, I talk about that on stage. I have a joke where I say I found this old picture of myself like right before rehab where I was on the beach, all six pack, abs and ripped. I'm like, I was gorgeous and I hated myself. I go, I was the lowest self-esteem. I go, like, I wasted all those years. I'm like, now I should want to kill myself. I'm like, I've all this wasted self-esteem, and I'm just like a floppy piece of shit. You know, you're just like.
I used to always say, I had this thing on stage. I'd be like, when I was younger, 180 pounds, working out, look good, nice hair, fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I felt like a glob of shit. Now the way I look now, I look like I should. I felt then like this is. Like, I shouldn't. I'll point to a good-looking guy. I'm like, let me tell you something, bro. I feel like you look. That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair to you. You go to the gym every day. You eat healthy. I feel like you, and I don't do shit. That's not fair to you. That just comes with time. But honestly, from like 32 until I was 42 was probably the best time of my life of how I felt about me.
Yeah.
In the last, 7 years, it's like, not really. I mean, I feel good about who I am as a person and what I think and how I look at the world. But as far as physical, I'm a fucking disaster.
I found a picture of me at my grandma's the summer before rehab with all my hair and my skinny body. I don't know if it'll come through on the camera.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Look at those abs. Look at that hair.
Look at that, huh?
Yeah.
When was this?
Actually, this was summer '94. So this is not this is before I got clean this time. This is the summer before. Yeah, this is summer '94.
Hope all the people on the podcast can see that.
Well, the people that are listening to the audio can't, but
I can.
The video people can.
Yes.
But that was trying times.
What was that?
94.
Okay.
The summer of '94. Yeah, and I got clean in '95.
Okay.
So that's how I was looking back then. She was nice. Cocaine does a body good. No, I'm kidding.
It does.
It does. I was so you look at that. You're like, look at that head of hair, man. Look at those abs. You must have been loving life. I'm like, nah, actually.
I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it all, and I still wanted to die. And now I have nothing, and I want to live. Let's fucking walk down. Fucking work.
I think that's just the way the life is, man.
Yep. It's because you appreciate stuff as you
Why,
grow older.
why
You
have you
understand.
been feeling bad in the past few years as opposed to in your 30s?
Well, in my 30s, I guess I was healthier looking. I felt healthier. Um, Now it's just like, blech. I just feel like a fucking blob of shit. And I have like, I just don't feel, I mean, but I don't want to say that like I feel like a blob of shit. I'm like, oh my God, no, it's not that. It's just that I'm fine, but when I look at myself, I'm like, look at you, you fucking disaster. Do something. And then I move on.
Yeah.
But, you know what I
I
mean?
think everybody has that. I think you dip in and out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not been constant feeling like garbage for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Me and you swapped. Like, I used to always wear a Yankee hat all the time. Then I stopped, and now you always wear a Yankee hat all the time.
I know. It's so much easier for podcasting. At night, I do when I go out, I do my hair. But during the day, I just throw my hat on, man. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. I never wear a hat anymore.
No, I know.
Never. Now when I put one on, I feel awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I got that mole flipped off my head, I didn't feel embarrassed to.
Right, that's why.
It was all just that mess. It's just like, because tired of people trying to flick it off my head, asking what it is. It's like.
It's the kind of fucking shitty friend I was, because I was like, whatever it is, let it stay there. I'm not getting it.
Right, well, you're a normal person.
Huh?
You're a normal person.
I never once tried to flick it off. I'm like, I'm not his mom.
I don't flick anything off. If anything was on anybody, I would not flick it off.
My kids is the only
Oh
one.
yeah, your kids, but a stranger? Would you flick anything off a stranger? No, I
No.
don't care if there was a poisonous snake on someone's shoulder. I'd be like, just ignore it. Someone will tell them.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
But have you ever like been talking to a complete, like just in the middle of a conversation with a complete stranger, and they have like a big lob of food on your face in their face, and you're like, I should say this to you, but I don't know you. I know we're talking, and then I'm not gonna say something, and in a few minutes you're gonna realize it was there, and you're gonna realize I didn't say something.
I only say something if it's grossing me out and I can't continue the conversation, so I'm gonna vomit. Like if someone has like a breathing booger coming in and out as they're talking, then I'm like, you gotta blow your nose because I'm gagging. I don't mean to put it that way, but like I'm into this conversation, but
I wrote fuck some doesn't get that they have that happening.
I don't know. I wrote a note in my phone about trying to figure out like a joke with something like that, because like my whole thing is my father used to take me hunting as a kid. I used to like kill a deer, cut it open, cut its chest cavity open, cut its esophagus, and pull out all the guts in one strip. Hang the deer from a tree and butcher it a few days later. But if a booger's hanging out of your nose, I'm vomiting all over the place.
Right.
Like, it makes no sense. Like I can't handle human boogers. It's just that. I think
What about
or vomit?
Right.
What?
Aside from boogers, what about if someone had like a big cut on their hand and like it was open?
Nah.
Can't look at it?
Nah, it depends. Well, it depends on how ugly the person is.
No, just say a regular, medium.
Just an average person has a cut on their hand? Nah, it's fine.
A huge cut and it's blood all over the place. And it's like you could see the fucking meat. Does that bother you?
Yeah.
All right, so that's the comparison, not the booger.
No, but like I mean, I handle the dead deer. I'm saying like I'm handling it. It's not like someone's doing it in front of me. But a booger is gross to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get it.
Or like when people have like if they're talking to me and they got like do you ever see people have like the white string like between their teeth as they're talking, or it's going up and down, or like on their lip, but you're like that. I won't even. I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of there. It's like because there's nothing we can do about this. This is just like you got to go back home and brush your teeth and put mouth. I don't know what's happening. I can't focus once they're doing that, man. Oh, I can't focus to begin with if everything's perfect. If you add that, I am gone. It is hard. I feel like I want to introduce myself that way to people. Like when they start being my friend, be like, listen, I'm an awful listener. So if that's gonna be a problem, you should stop being my friend right now. Like I'm good in the moment if like you really need me. If you're like,
yeah, but you got to bet it. You're a better get it together quick because you don't have much of a window, even if you are in dire need. There's not much of a attention window with Joey Fernandes. Like, even if the stakes are high, you got a small window before Joey wanders off.
Oh, I try, man. I try now. I can't even do it. Like, I'm like trying to learn my.
You can't even do it explaining how you can't do it.
I know. I'm already drifting. Like, I'm trying to learn my lines for these plays, and it's like I have my headphones on. I got the app, and it's like I'm in this conversation with this character, and then I'm like, what do I gotta do tomorrow? I gotta do this thing. I gotta go to that thing. And then like the character asks me a question. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, I am bad. I'm bad.
You talk about acting and stuff real quick. You know, I got what do you call it? I have a profile on Backstage. So I get a lot of notifications every day, a lot of student films. And what I've noticed, and it's making me so like, it's too much. Every breakdown for student films.
Yeah.
Here's the story. It's about a gay man or a transgender. It's about a lesbian friend who has a gay friend who's a transgender guy. You know, transgender dude looking for gay men who are. It's like every student film is that. It's like enough, guys. Right? Enough.
Yeah.
It's like you're so PC. You're so ramming that shit down everyone's throat that everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck, I don't want to hear from you anymore."
Well, that's their generation.
It sucks. It's like everything I read is trend. It's, you know, the name of the movie would be like Mission to Mars. I'm just saying, and you look at it, it's like this transgender guy is going to a mission. Like what the fuck, man? Like you're making a movie about a transgender guy going to Mars? I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, our student films are always too specific. It's like,
yes,
I'm looking for a 40-year-old white male. So you're like, okay, this is fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's just give like the whole bio of the guy.
Yeah.
Like the whole storyline. Who?
I know. I gotta be the guy you're writing for. Like I gotta be the guy. So you're looking for the exact guy in this movie? Because you know what I mean. He's got to be sensitive, but he knows his mom loved him. Like what the?
Yeah,
fuck
you're just like it's like how about just for like my look, and then I figure out your character when I read the screenplay.
Oh, you're looking for the character.
Sorry, I can't play a sad guy who's lost everything.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why you give me everything? Let's figure this out together as a crew.
Right.
Give me the script. Don't tell me.
You know what's fucked up too? The breakdowns I've been getting for like the Sopranos prequel, Newark.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of breakdowns for that, and like they're all like at first we're asking for like real police, real EMTs, real this, real doctors. Like they want everybody to be like, you don't want actors to act like cops. You want real cops.
I guess. It's weird.
Like, it's weird. It's like, what's? Well, of course you could do that all day. Just get real firemen, and you never need another actor to act like a fireman.
That is strange.
Like, real bus drivers, real court stenographers. Like, real? What if I'm an actor who has court stenography experience?
Well, then you have that experience. Then you're a court stenographer.
But you shouldn't put real cops. That shouldn't be a breakdown. It should be not, SAG union police officers, real police officer experience, helpful. But not only.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want real this, and are you making a movie, or are you making like a documentary? What the fuck are you making here?
Yeah, that is strange.
Real bus driver. You got to be a real bus driver, like a real CPA, real EMT workers. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And you don't want to write? Is your lazy fucking writing staff? You're just hoping that they can do it? Like, hey, EMT guy, what would you do if you were giving a guy mouth to mouth? Do that. Like, I don't want to write anything.
Do that.
So I want to get on that so bad. I just want to get in it. Background, anything, man.
I wonder when did they start filming?
It already started.
Already started.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
I did background Tuesday for that New Amsterdam again. This will be the third time I'm on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What are you on this one?
Huh?
What are you on this one?
What the fuck am I? Oh, just in Central Park, sitting on a rock, reading a magazine. Then you'll see me walking across a little bridge.
Ah, okay.
Just like general background stuff.
That's cool.
And then I booked something for Tuesday called Still Life, but I can't find any production notes on any website what Still Life is, so I have no idea what it is.
Ah.
Central Casting reached out. So it's like it's a church congregate.
Yeah, let's do it.
And it said, the note said, "It is a very big day for us, so you must have it all available." So, but I don't know what it is. I looked up on every source Still Life, and there's no current production of a show or a movie called Still Life, so I have no idea what it is. I just like to look to see who could possibly be there.
Right,
right.
Like,
oh, fuck, De Niro could be here.
Yeah.
Awesome. You know what I'm saying? Instead of walking in going, what are we doing? Like, I'm not responding to a lot of those student films anymore just because they're so disorganized.
Yeah, that's a problem with student films. You know, you never...
And they're all New York.
That's a problem with independent films, too. I remember when I was just a crew guy, when I was out of college just working for free on crews.
Right.
How many films I've worked on, it just lost funding. You're working for like 3 days, and they're like, yeah, we shut down. We're not finishing this movie.
Right.
So, like, the actors aren't even getting any of the footage of...
Yeah, it's nothing to give them because we didn't finish anything.
Yeah, it's... Most of what I've worked on never finished.
Right.
Because back then, you're, like, going on this website called Mandy.com, and you just... You know, free PA positions, just trying to get experience. And you just show up and you're like, this is a disaster. I remember going to Brooklyn one time, and I got the job as a film loader. So they're like, you got to load film inside a little hand tent, 16mm film. So you have all the cartridges, and they have me in a basement next to like a pit bull on a chain. It's just like, and I'm like, oh. If that chain breaks, I'm dead. Then you load all your film, and you're up there watching them do the takes, and you're just like, this is either going to be this movie stinks, so even if it gets done.
That's the one thing that sucks when you read the dialogue from some of the kids from the student films. I'm not saying everyone's got to go somewhere, to start somewhere, so I'm not, Yeah. But it's like if you had an open mic or going, I'm going to write you some jokes, go do them. Nah, I'm good. I'm all set, though. Thanks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see how bad that joke is.
Yeah.
Like, you're reading. I'm an adult. I'm a man. I'm reading some of these things these kids are writing. I'm like, who talks like the way you're writing this?
Yeah. That's why I did that one student film, because the kid wrote pretty good. Like, it wasn't Tarantino or David Mamet, but it was a story, it had a beginning, middle, end.
Right.
It was, you know what I mean? It was not bad. So you're like, I'll take a chance with this kid. Seems like he's into it.
Right.
And then you meet him, you're like, oh, this kid's like reminded me of me in college, like all in on writing and
that's awesome.
Wanting to do shit. So you're like, you know what? I like you just for your spunk.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like when you meet like a comic, like you're like, all right, like a young comic, like you're not the best comic, but I like your attitude. I like that you want to talk comedy, you want to talk shop.
Absolutely. You're humble. You know that you're not there yet. You need direction. Like, you're all of it.
But you're in. I was talking to KP about that. We were talking about, like, you sometimes become friends with people. Like, when you're starting off, then, like, your friends drift off because you meet other friends. And some of those other friends, like, almost sometimes you're like, oh, you're too, like, big shot or whatever. They, like, kind of shit on you.
Right, yeah.
But it's like, no, it's like you're not into it like I am, but this person is.
Right.
Like, I was telling him about someone one time who, like, because, me and KP, like, we like to talk comedy. Like, we could just talk it over a diner for hours. We love it. We're just in it.
Yes.
But then like, I was working with this other comic one time, and he goes, oh, wow, conversation finally not about comedy. And I was like, oh, you're not in this.
Right.
Because, like, you got to be obsessed. And if you're not obsessed, Like, how do you not, like, how are you in something, like, even me and my buddy Bruno at the studio, I mean, sometimes me and him will start talking about new cameras and lenses.
Right.
It reminds me of me and you talking about new bits.
Right,
new,
right.
Like, it's like, oh, you believe that they got this thing, it does this, blah, blah, blah. And we're just in. We'll talk for 45 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, you have another crew guy that's like, not even into the conversation. You're like, and that's why you don't make good shit.
Right.
You're not obsessed.
Right. Yeah.
You got to be obsessed.
Yeah, because there's a million people that are, there's a million guys who are trying to do this, and only a small percentage of them are obsessed.
Why would you want to do it if you're not? It's such a hard thing to do.
I know.
That I feel like, to me, half doing it or not. If I wasn't into it to the point where I want to have a podcast talking about it, or
right,
it's the main conversation of all my closest friends. It's like, what am I doing? I should be somewhere else then.
Right.
You need to find your passion.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, and like maybe some people are so like cynical, like finally a conversation not about comedy. Like, are you talking about gossip in comedy? Because we don't really do that either. We do that as part of the night. But comedy.
Yeah, but just everything about business, bookers,
everything.
getting gig, everything. It's what we do, man.
Yeah.
But like, those are people. I was telling KP, I'm like, those are people that aren't really into it. And it's not that you left your like, I've left some quote unquote friends behind, but it's like, you're not doing what I want to do.
Right.
I gotta hang out with people that have the same vision as me.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like,
yeah,
like my brother and his three best friends, Mark and Frank and Russ. They are avid hunter fishermen.
Right.
That's all those guys talk about when they're together. Mm-hmm. But that's like their thing.
Right.
Like, if they can get paid for it, like we do comedy. I mean, that's their
do.
thing. And why are they such close friends all the years? Because they're all is equally obsessed. Like, dude, did you see this new broadhead they put out?
Yeah.
It makes a wound like this, shreds the insides. Like, they talk about that like an arrow going through a deer. Like we talk about playing a beautiful theater.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You're just that's the type of people. I think you got to be obsessive.
Absolutely. I mean, this thing. Like
and I don't want to be around party poopers.
This is hard enough to advance, and I'm obsessed, and I don't even advance because like there's a lot of things that I still don't do that I should be doing. But yeah, you're right. Like if this isn't all you're about, and not that I don't have time for you. I have time for everybody, but just I'm probably not going to seek you out.
But I don't know if you're a quote unquote comedian and you want to hang out with another comedian. Why would we not talk comedy?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Or me and you talk about a lot of things because we know a lot about each other. I know a lot about what's going on with KP in his life, so we talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything. But it always comes back to it.
Always.
It's the overriding bubble.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Correct. That's why we hate people in recovery because that's all we talk about.
Because that's not where we're at.
We're not there.
Yeah.
That's right. You keep talking about what you're in. That's what you do.
When I hang out with my acting friends from acting school for at the diner, we're talking acting.
Oh my God.
We're talking all this thing. Like, because that's how we met.
That's
what we do. If my acting friend starts telling me about his office job, and be like, somebody better get punched or something funny better happen. Because if you're just actually telling me about how the paper flows, I'm done. I
got to tell you, though, being on set with these background people,
and
just listening to them talk.
Oh, yeah.
I have never been ugh with some of these people.
Really?
I mean, really, just some of them just really are not getting the lane they're in. They're just not getting it. Or they're just, it's just so pompous. Like a few of them will get together, they know each other from a million things they've done, background work.
Yeah.
They just start talking as if Scorsese sought them out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Delusional.
But they just talk in this arrogance, I don't know, man. It's just you hear groups of them and I gotta walk away. Right?
Yeah.
It's I don't want to be near that person. It goes right through me. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love doing it, but I know where I'm at here.
Right.
I know what I'm doing here. I know this is just a thing because I love being a part of the production. I love watching the cameras roll. I love watching all of that.
Yeah.
I love it. But I know where I'm at in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So just stay in your lane and enjoy the process. You know, and they just start talking about things. They talk about things they got and just guess where I'm going. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like comics, if I get something, I tell you, I guess what just happened. But when we're sitting down with a bunch of comics, we're not like, hey, did you get this? You got, like, even a bunch of comics don't tell about what they did, what they're doing.
No.
What
Nobody
we're
likes those
doing.
people.
No.
You know.
Yeah, I'm going out to L.A. I got a like, nobody wants to hear it. Just, I'm glad that you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I hate when I run into people. Sometimes when I go into New York, hey, how you doing? I got a couple gigs. No, I don't care. How are you doing, man? Like in life,
Your calendar.
I don't want your calendar. I don't want. Like we haven't seen each other in probably 9 months. This is what you're leading with.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Tell me. Like, I got a new girl. I'm living here. Right. Blah blah blah. You know, I got a dog. I don't know. Whatever. Anything but your. I want everything but your calendar.
Yeah.
That's like the guys. I don't like. I don't know where these comedians, what they tell themselves normally, but it's like we've exchanged emails or cards because we've done gigs together, and I am now on their mailing list. That's like,
it's insane.
Like, are you really sending me emails about where you're playing? Like,
yeah, it's
are
insane.
you out of your mind? I've signed up for one comedian's email list in my life.
And
two, actually. Louis and Brian Regan.
Right.
That's it. And I'm not getting any updates from Louis. And I still get them from Brian Regan.
Dude, did you see that thing that Joe Matarese posted today? Did you read it?
No.
Well, he posted a thing up in his blog that he does.
Oh, I didn't know he does a blog.
Yeah, that he went on an audition.
Uh-huh.
He went on an audition for an ice cream company to play an ice cream man.
Okay.
And he's supposed to. It's funny. He goes, they read the script. He goes, it was really funny. He's supposed to like talk to kids and ask them questions like an adult, not like a kid.
Right.
Like kids, because the point is that this ice cream is more for adults. It has less sugar, has less bad things for you. It's not for children.
Right.
And that's the point of him asking questions. He thought it was very funny. He went in, met two people, the two casting agents, said hi, pleasant highs, and they were like, explained to him about the role. And he said, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the episode of Louis in Louis where his daughter kept asking questions and Louis was responding to her like an adult.
Yeah.
And the two casting agents went, yeah, we don't mention Louis' name here.
Ew.
And he's like, oh, no. He goes, now all of a sudden I felt like I had to. Like, he's like, no, I definitely don't condone what he did. He's like, I don't even know why I'm saying this part. You know what I'm saying? Like, Now I feel like I have to say this. And he's like, no, I'm not saying I condone what he did. I was just saying it was an episode of Louis. He's like, again, we don't talk about his name here. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's weird, man.
This is first off, I'm auditioning. It's already uncomfortable, you dumb cocks.
Yeah. And
now you're going to say, you obviously see that I'm not talking about, pulling your dick out and jerking off. Cool, right? No, that's not what I said. I didn't say, you know what, Louis, he should be able to jerk off on anybody he wants to. Am I right, guys? That's not what I just said. I said, this is funny. It reminds me of an episode that I saw on Louis with his daughter asking questions. That is it.
Yeah.
In no terms did I just say, fucking, I hope everyone is able eventually to jerk off on people that don't want to get jerked off on.
Yeah, that'd be a bold statement.
Yeah. So why would
to say during an audition?
Why would you bring it up, you fucking pieces of shit? Sensitive motherfucking Marys who are bringing something up that has nothing to do with the topic. As I read it, because he took a break from telling that story, told it, and then he said something else, and then he went back to the audition, and he's like, now I got to go and be funny when the funny was just sucked out of the room. It's awkward. And I thought he was going to say, I would have said, in that time when he was telling the story and he took a break, I'm thinking, if this just happened to me, I'd be like, what the fuck out of here? Thank you, guys. And walk out. I'm done. You're going to make me feel like this because of some sensitive shit you got up your assholes about a guy who I'm not even talking about, really? I'm just talking about, it's just a scenario that reminds me of a script that he wrote.
That's insane.
It's insane.
I want to go read that when I'm done with the podcast.
Yeah. This aggravated me.
Sounds like something funny. So it was my birthday yesterday.
Yes.
44.
Happy birthday, Joseph.
Good day. Yankees win. It was nice win. Nice fun. That's gonna be how we're gonna be bashing the Orioles all this season. That was their number one starter.
Yeah.
So I'm actively trying to get YouTube subscribers. That's my mission this year.
Right.
So I put out a video. I said, hey everybody, thanks for all the birthday messages coming in. I appreciate them. I have two things I want for my birthday. I want this team. I switched the camera over and it shows Aaron Judge. I'm like, I want the Yankees to win opening day for my birthday. And then I switch back and I go, and I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers. I said, I have a lot of projects I'm working on and I want to give them to you, but I want the ads on these projects because I'm not going to make any money, but I want to try and make some money.
Right.
So I need 1,000 subscribers. So if I can get, some of you guys subscribe for my birthday, thank you. And I'm happy to report that 2 people subscribed.
You up on your birthday?
2 people. I want to thank those 2 people.
Wow.
One told me she was, so I know who that person is, and then one other one just did. So it's like, it's weird. That video though, I'm like, did the algorithm read that I was asking for a subscription? Because it only got seen by like 200 people, and even the Instagram one got seen by like 31 people, like 31. Right. I have 1,500 people following me. 31. Right. But if I post a picture of me eating my birthday steak, it got like 157 likes.
Yeah, man. They're just.
It's like I just want the fucking subscriptions. People, I even ran to people. I go, did you see my grandmother's cooking show? Like, oh, I meant to, but when I clicked the link, it wanted me to sign into YouTube, so I just figured I'd go back to do it, and I didn't. It's like, just sign in and hit subscribe, man. I'm like, you won't even if you don't hit the bell, you don't get notified.
Right.
I need ad money. It's not even going to be a lot, but like I want to put together this web series, but I don't want to put together. I want the web series at least to have ads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a lot of work, a lot of writing, a lot of filming, a lot of editing.
There. YouTube, fuck YouTube. Put it up on Patreon and fuck it.
I can't Patreon. I can't even get someone to subscribe to me for free. I can't Patreon. Someone's going to pay monthly.
I'm saying though, I mean, if you're we're trying to hustle for subscribers to subscribe to a fucking to a website that fucks you over with algorithms like nobody's business.
I know, but it's still the premier area to put your video. You know what I mean?
Or you could do as much hustling. Hey guys, check out my Patreon. It's $1 a month, guys. $1 a month. If you get 500 people there, you got $500 a month.
No, yeah. Well, that was my whole point. I want to say, like, I'm not doing Kickstarters. I'm not doing GoFundMes. I'm making these videos.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, because I want my YouTube to be like, everything I do. You know what I mean? I guess I could try Patreon, but like, I don't have a name yet. So like, I feel like. Yeah,
but you're already reaching. Obviously, you're reaching the people who know you.
Yeah.
Right. That's who your first line is.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all the people who know you. So if you can get those, you have what? Almost 400 subscribers now, 380 or something like that.
388.
All right. So if you can get those 388 to go on over to Patreon and spend $1 a month.
Yeah.
And you film that Joe and you put him in the can, and you let one go every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For 50 cents an episode is what they're getting. You know what I'm saying? They're paying 50 cents an episode. It's not a lot of money.
No, not at all. It's just baffling to me. It's like it just seems like it's, and the most people that watch my videos are non-subscribers.
Right.
My grandma's video got me like 50 subscribers.
Okay.
And what's good about my grandma's video, because people are like searching, I guess, it comes up on like these food searches, cooking shows, Portuguese cuisine, but people are watching my stand-up videos off of that.
Okay.
So it's like, it's good.
Yeah,
so I'm sitting there, I'm like, I gotta make some videos that have nothing to do necessarily with stand-up and see if I can sell people on my stand-up from this.
Right.
Because the stand-up algorithm is so flooded that if somebody put in stand-up comedy, a million people come up. You know, you just probably put New Jersey comedian, probably a slew of people that come up.
Right.
But if I'm doing other things that have nothing to do necessarily with stand-up,
right, they fall into a different category.
And then boom, now to check out this other thing that I do.
Right.
So it's got me tinkering with some other ideas for the YouTube page.
Right.
After seeing that, because Grandma's videos getting watched every fucking day, about 30 to 40 views a day.
Okay.
So,
how many views it's got right now?
It's not terribly, not a lot. I mean, it's only been up for less than a week. It's probably like almost 200.
Okay.
You know, but it's weird because sometimes the stats take a while to update. Like you can see the live stats.
Right.
It tells you like how many people are watching at the time. There's always somebody watching something on my page, which is what I wanted. Whether it's 2 people, 10 people.
Right.
People are watching my videos. They don't necessarily tell you what they're watching at that moment. And then like a few days later, the numbers just, I guess like it all catches up.
Right.
But what's good is the click-through rate is like 3.1 or whatever. And you want to be like in a 3.1 or higher. That means people are staying there clicking other videos.
Right.
Off your videos. So you want your click-through rate to be high. But this is some boring-ass tech talk for the Ownerheads podcast that nobody gives a shit about. But maybe you do. But I want you, if you're listening to this, just go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
That's it.
No, if you don't have a YouTube account, just create one. It's Gmail. Just create a YouTube account, subscribe to me. Listen, I just need the ad money. You can block, you can not watch anything I post.
Ever.
If you're like, I'm not really into YouTube videos, Joe, subscribe anyway and just never go to YouTube. Right. But if I have you there, that'll get me ad money. That's all I need. Because most people aren't subscribing, which is the weirdest thing. That it shows to people that don't follow you more than it shows to people that follow you.
That's crazy. Well, because YouTube is trying to use you to bring people into the fold.
Right. What I'm saying, you would think, okay, if you have 388 followers, you're like each video should get at least 300 views.
Yeah,
at least 300.
Let's go 300 right off
the bat. But no, it's like 98% is none.
Exactly. Well, that's like Facebook. Yeah, I have almost 5,000 friends. I post a video up, 6 views. The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. Just right now, we have 3 people in the live, right? 2 people, right?
Yeah.
2 people. It's not in everyone's feed. It's not in 5,000 of my motherfucking friends' feed.
No, because we're going. I'm telling you, if we put it live from our regular page, like the Mike Gaffney, your personal page or my personal page, we'd have 50 people watching. But
Dude,
because we have the fan page, they're like, oh yeah, this is like a pay thing we want you to do.
Right.
I never saw if you could do the watch party thing.
I don't even know what that is yet.
Yeah, but no, we've done that before in the past. We've gone to like just mine or just your personals, and it's always had a lot more.
We should do that. We should do that every week. We should do another one. Like we're gonna do. It's gonna go live on Joe's this week. We're gonna go live on Mike's this week.
Just to get more people, yeah, because this is obviously not garnering. No. I mean, it's also the time of day.
I get it. I get that too.
If we were more like in the evening when people are home.
Right.
But shout out to BJ who watches our YouTube live while he's driving. That was good.
That's nice.
He was in traffic though, in his defense.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the type of dedication we want.
Exactly.
See, like he subscribes to my YouTube. He watches it on the YouTube. Big supporter. People, be more like BJ.
Right.
He's like, I like these guys. These guys give me free content. I'm listening. It's fun. I'm telling people about it. He tagged the picture on Facebook.
Right, I saw that.
That's a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a friend.
People always ask, what can I do, man? What can we do to help you?
Yeah.
Wow. Serious? See that share button down there? Click it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how little you got to do for me.
Yeah.
Share this motherfucking thing.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
If you truly want to support and you think we're fun, I don't want you to share shit if you don't like us or you don't think we're funny. I don't need your charity. But we have too many people in our lives saying, oh my God, you're so funny. We love everything you do. But yet you shared nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, you're so fucking absorbed in your own world.
I know.
Listen, let me tell you something. Nate Bargatze I've met him one time, maybe twice in my life.
Uh-huh.
Nice, sweet guy. I think he is so funny and talented that everything he does, I will try to share.
Yeah.
Because I like his product and I think he's funny.
Yeah.
So I share it. Anything you do, if I see it come across my feed, I'm like, oh, he just posted that, let me share it. Oh, he just posted that, let me share it. Like, what the fuck? How hard is that?
Now, BJ said he's driving right now, actually. He put a comment on the live feed.
Nice.
See, that's dedication. You get it, people. Just support us. Oh, and also, guess what? The Laughable app is now available on Android. So.
Oh, nice. I'm going to put that on my phone.
It's in beta version, but you should get the Laughable app and subscribe to the All in Our Heads podcast.
There you go.
For the audio version, if you can't watch live like BJ while you're driving dangerously. But Nate Bargatze's special, I watched it. Phenomenal.
Funny.
Oh my God.
So good, man.
Just like a real great stand-up special with good storytelling. I mean, I don't know what I find funnier with him. His straight joke or the little asides during his joke. Like he has these little things he says like in the middle of a joke, these little tags, but they're like
absolutely.
Oh my God, he just makes me die laughing. I think he's the best one going right now. The hour went by smooth, no dull moments, just fun. Great. That horse story,
hilarious.
Like, I mean, people, I'm telling you, like, I'm not even friends with Nate. I'm just a fan of his. I think I met him once years ago, early in my comedy career in New York. But Netflix, Nate Bargatze, the Tennessee Kid, I think one of the greatest comedy specials I've seen in recent memory.
And it's so funny. It's clean. It's innocent. It's like silly, but it's just fucking good, man.
Good, clean. It's just, it's good, man. It makes you want to be like, oh man, you know what? I could tell. I don't need to fucking curse and shit like I do.
And the thing is that he can bring a joke out, right? I mean, I see some of his jokes that have a lot more potential. There's more to the jokes. Yeah. Like I'm hoping, I don't know if he's just going to kill this material, but like there's some of those jokes I saw like, oh my God, you can go here with that. You can go here with that.
Yeah.
He is good at taking jokes to their maxed out point.
Yeah.
And telling you the funny shit, like things that you would have never said. It's just funny, man. He's like, when he says, he's like, if you ever do need the help, like moving a dead horse, just call your friends and tell them, we're getting divorced. She wants me out. Can you come help me move this couch? And then they pull in the driveway and they see the dead horse and like, I don't think we're moving a couch, man. I think we're moving that dead horse.
Yeah. So true. So true.
He's so funny, man.
Yeah, definitely check that out. And we're gonna wrap up this podcast. Another good episode. Where you're at? You're out in Saratoga.
Saratoga, yeah. I had a gig yesterday. All broads.
It's good.
Like broad. Yeah, it was fucking phenomenal. I'll do shows for women all day, every day, any day, versus all men. Men are assholes. Fuck you. A ton of men. 87 men.
Nah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You know, they were so good. They were like professionals. It was at a golf course, like a country club. They were so good gigglers. I got to do like you got to be clean. So it's a corporate thing for women in like the medical industry. So it was like doctors, nurses, maybe administrative people. It's probably like 100 people there.
Yeah.
So you got to be clean. So I went and I did the DNA joke, and I did it. So I recorded it. I'm listening to it. I listened to it. I'm going to listen to it again because I did it where I can do the joke the way I want to do it. Squeaky clean. And all I said was, I just did my DNA thing, and if you're thinking about doing it, let me just tell you, read the directions. Don't assume you know what they're looking for. Don't assume you know what to send them for the DNA test. Don't assume that.
Yeah.
And that alone.
Yeah.
Huge laugh. They started, and I let it sit, and they just got bigger and bigger laughs.
That's the perfect joke to let sit and let them come up with it.
Yeah, and it got bigger and bigger laughs, and then I was like, yeah, because They don't want that. Yeah, it's saliva. Spoiler alert, it's saliva. And that's how I let you know that I didn't send saliva.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll call you. They'll call you right up if you send that other stuff. And that's all I had to say. And that's like clean.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And it was enough to make you think, and it got a really good laugh and response. Because I had to go slow. I went slower during it. There was a couple of jokes I wanted to do to see if I can do.
Mm-hmm.
So I slowed the pace down a little bit.
Yeah.
And that slowing that down and getting the laugh even made me laugh organically about it on stage. Like, I laughed organically.
Mm.
Yeah. And there was I'm going to put a clip of it up. I don't have video, but audio. It's like, I don't know where I'm at. My GPS told me, like, I put the name of your town, and it was like, are you sure you spelled that right? We don't think there's anything there. I don't know why you want to go there. I said, but I'm coming up the road, and it's a golf course. It's 27 holes. 27-hole golf course. I'm like, I knew there was 18, but you guys are, like, really obnoxious up here. Like, what do you do, like, during the PGA? Like, we finished 18. Get your ass back out there, Tiger. You got 9 more to go. 9. We do 27 here in upstate New York. 27.
You put their name in the GPS, and GPS says, "Did you mean anywhere else?" So you're at the club in Saratoga, the Comedy Works.
Now tonight I'll be at the Comedy Works in Saratoga on Broadway in Saratoga Springs. 1 show tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
Go see Mike Gaffney if you're in the Saratoga area. I got no gigs this weekend. We have some friends coming in from out of town doing some of that shit. And the following weekend, I'll be at the Comedy Cove in Springfield with John Moses. Me and John Moses at the Comedy Cove.
Okay.
So go to Comedy Cove. I don't know. Go to my website, joefernandez.net. There's a link there.
There you go.
There we go. So everybody, thanks for listening this week again. Appreciate all the returning listeners. Welcome any new listeners. Please subscribe with one of the apps, the Laughable App, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching live. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.